Coffee in hand.
Yeah. Two and action.
And the action. Welcome back,
Are we on?
Soul Tribe. Yes, we're on.
Okay. Are you sure?
I am pretty, but not totally
Probably
sure.
because I didn't hear tack.
Okay, because I was yapping.
Chrissy, little
All
Gemini
right.
you?
Yes. All right, let's see who is visiting us today, Vera. All right, today is going to be very interesting. This is a commercial ad. I know. Go figure.
Is that COVID?
I don't know. All
It's
right.
kind of weird, huh?
So, yeah, it is
Wow.
kind of
People are
weird.
already on.
Yeah. All right.
A whole four.
Well, aloha, Roxanne.
Roxanne makes amazing cookies.
Oh my gosh, it was so sweet. Thank you literally. Thank you
Literally.
so much for your cookies from the Big Island. They were delicious and very appreciated. We
Yeah.
appreciate
Very
you.
cute.
We have to tell you,
We should show them.
I know I don't have a cookie here with me. None survived. But it was really cute. Roxanne does cookies, and it was a special
Hawaiian.
edition. Yes. And she sends them from Hawaii, and it was a special edition.
It was Star Wars.
Star Wars,
It was
yeah.
so cool.
It was so cute.
I got Obi-Wan Ben Kenobi.
We had little, like she did Han Solo,
Yeah.
Chewbacca,
Yeah.
C-3PO, all of them. Okay, so a few things that we wanted to share is we are having a special Halloween show next week on Saturday at our usual time, 1 o'clock. And we are going to be picking winners who, if you have a scary picture or a spooky story,
Or scary.
yes, then please send it to Sammy. We have her email right there. And you can win, because we're going to have two winners, a question answered in Super Chat from Vera or an art print from myself. So,
Within the United States, except
exactly
Hawaii.
within the 50 the
40.
the
Well, you don't do Hawaii or Alaska either.
right, it's the continental US is
How
what
many
I'm
is there
trying to
again?
say. Yeah. So, but yeah, so tomorrow is the deadline, so get those in. And we also have another,
Why is tomorrow the deadline?
well, we wanted to make sure that they can get him in time, but
Oh.
if you're scraggling behind like little scragglers, that's okay too.
Yeah.
As long as it's, maybe
Before.
Yeah, before our Halloween special. Okay, and then Evening with Angus on New Year's Eve. Yeah, I always love hearing from Angus on the other side.
I know, that's fun.
I mean, it's
Well, I think it's fun for you guys.
it's.
I don't get to go
I
to the
know,
party.
I know. It's an amazing opportunity to see what's coming up for you next year. So, one
Yeah.
of my favorite events. All right, and then of course we have some classes coming up next year. A Hawaii retreat. So you can check that out soon on our website. We're going to post that soon.
Probably in June.
As well as, yeah, that's what we'd like to do. As well as a class that we are going to be posting soon as well on life themes. And
That's going to be
yeah,
fun.
that'll be in February.
Yeah.
And all that stuff you can find in the links below our video. Okay, without further ado, Vera, are we ready
Oh, yeah.
to dive
BTS.
in?
I've been asked to do BTS for ever.
Yeah.
I think I did do one once.
Yes.
Well, this one, I believe, I forgot who asked it. They wanted to know about a relationship with Jennie Kim from Blackpink and
Right.
BTSV. So what I picked up on it, first I picked up a past life, and this is going to be different. Look how cute they are.
They are cute, aren't they?
Because the past life that came up is the one that's most influencing their current lifetime. And it was actually in Asia Minor. It was way before Christ.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he was very much into philosophy, but he was also in the military. V and Jennie.
Really?
And they were best friends.
Oh.
But then, and it really makes sense because
Wow.
of what they experienced back then and how they want to make it better now, and how, the horrors of war and how it's not really worth it if you just, maintain a healthy attitude. But it was a lot of the fighting was like Game of Thrones. It was son trying to take over uncle, or uncle trying to take over brother, kind of thing. So they were kind of involved in that. But Jennie didn't make it out of one of the skirmishes because she was executed. But V did, and that's when he really got into philosophy and really loved, I believe it's Socrates, because I just keep picking, but it could be another one, but I think it's him. That's who I keep picking up. And actually, he also started teaching philosophy.
V did. Really?
Yeah, he became a great writer. And also, when he was in the military, he made up something that they still use today, some strategy.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
way back then. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why I think they're really into helping people in this lifetime, because and especially together, it's a dynamic couple.
Wow.
I really believe so. And if they don't stay together, I don't even know if they're together, but that's what people keep thinking. But you said they're not supposed to have relationships or something.
That's right. There is actually a dating ban in Korea.
Yeah.
And it's like
For pop bands.
Yeah, for K-pop, like the K-pop celebrity, the singers and everything.
Yeah.
It's an unwritten rule that idols must give up their love life to appear like more accessible to fans.
Exactly.
So, wow. One of the things that I thought was really neat too is that you were saying that if they weren't in a relationship, that they should be great friends.
They will be. They're going to be friends for a very, very long time. Because whatever one lacks, the other one makes up.
That's so
and they're just a
neat.
great blend together. And I was going to talk about V's birthmarks to remind him about this past life in Asia Minor. I hope there's an Asia Minor because that's what popped up.
Oh, I've heard of that before.
Well, I've heard of Asia.
I've heard of Asia Minor before.
Maybe it's a long time ago thing.
Yeah.
But he has a birthmark on his nose and on his lip. And the nose birthmark is to have him remember that sometimes he has to stick his nose in where he feels that there's an injustice or something that's not going, right for whatever's going on at the time.
Right.
And then to be able to use his voice. And not to forget to do that. Yeah, that gets chilly willies on that.
That's amazing, because that makes sense to us, because it's like you hear that old saying of get your nose out of my business kind of thing, but it's like that's what he wanted to remember, is that he needs to do that.
Because whenever Jennie died in that past life, it really affected him. Because it was like, this shouldn't be happening, and that's why he learned a lot from doing that.
Wow.
So that's really good. Because I know in this life, I believe they're supposed to be very spiritual, right? The songs and that kind of stuff. Because what did he say? Something about purple or something?
Yeah, he coined the phrase "I purple you." So it became a symbol of BTS and their fans. And
what does purple light do?
It's
for rightful thinking.
Exactly.
So that's perfect.
The spirituality. And UNICEF also uses the phrase they used it for their anti-bullying campaign in collaboration with BTS.
Oh, cool.
So they do some really good things.
Yes.
And for the environment too.
Yeah.
BTS is
they're all for all kinds of stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I really like, is the positive. That's what kids need right now.
Yeah, it's amazing how popular they are. And it makes one think that might really have a part to do with it, instead of other things that a lot of bands have, focused on. Their focus seems to be so spiritual and positive.
Yeah.
And I think we're ready for that
Exactly.
right now.
Yeah. And it's so interesting too that they decided to come in to Korea.
Yes.
It's because it's like dangerous to say things that you really want to say.
Wow.
And that's what they did in the past life. So that's where they're getting it, and they're utilizing it in this life, that ancient wisdom from their DNA, their spiritual DNA from cell memory. So that's really, and both of them are using it, not just BTS.
Wow.
Yeah. Go.
I mean, I was just going to say, because that's the thing. It's like, even if they're not into the military today, sometimes we're in the military in ancient times to protect.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's where, and then they had that cell memory, and that's really amazing how they feel that pull together too. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's just really cool.
Yeah,
love it.
Because they're really good. And if they do have a relationship, it will flourish. I mean, of course, everybody's going to have their ups and downs and all that kind of stuff, but overall, they would work it out. That's the thing. And she's more practical in this life than he is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's what she adds to the relationship, and his spirituality, and not that she's not, but his is a lot more sensitive kind of vibe. Mm-hmm. And then together, they gel.
Wow.
Yeah. And I don't know if he writes the songs, or I don't know what part he plays in BTS, but his energy brings a lot of good things. So I did a 5-card love spread. Yeah. So on them, and I asked, what does Kim T and Jennie Kim need to learn in their relationship now? And for him, what does he bring to the relationship? And that's balance. He helps people find their way. And then the inner wisdom of what he's done before that he brings forward, because he has a lot of good philosophy. And sometimes it's like he says stuff and he's like, where did that come from? Kind of thing. So he also, and he wants to help people on their journey, and I believe she does too. I know more about him than her.
When you were saying about where does that come from, it's like, I purple you.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then he has a lot of the blending of the male and female energy. So that's a good balance. And she's very more masculine energy, which that makes them gel a lot better. Cool. And let's see, assisting others. And then what he does is he directs life from within. Meaning, like, the way that he wants to focus on his life is what he's already done before. And he's utilizing that wisdom within to project himself into this life. So what does he desire from this relationship? And it's self-control, because when you get really popular and you make a lot of money, what is it? You don't want to fall back and start acting different than you did before. Right. So that's what he's really wanting to bring to the relationship too, the self-control, the past life wisdom he's bringing forward. He's really good at keeping centered and grounded, so that brings great things to the relationship. His intuition, his trusting soul, he's very trusting because he intuitively knows who to trust. Wow. Kind of thing. Yeah, his intuition. He has the energy of a teacher.
That's
as
amazing.
Well. So that's really cool. Now, what does she bring to the relationship? Caring, nurturing. She's fully developed in her talents, so she can add that to him, and then together they can gel.
Power couple for sure.
And she understands the meaning of life, and that's from her past lives as well.
That's great. Yeah. So she's very spiritual, like you said too.
Exactly. And then she's also attracts a lot of abundance.
Well, that's always good.
Yeah, that's really good. And not just in money, in all aspects of her life. And then she is really kind of like, I don't know in this life if she's really doesn't want to have kids or whatever, but she's a true earth mother.
Oh,
yeah. So, so that's what she brings in. And also, what does she desire for the relationship? And that is wisdom gained from past life situations, self-growth, inspiration, energy, creativity, and passion.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's awesome. And then what are they going to do together, and how long would they last? They would be able to last for a very long time if they do exactly what this is telling them to do, keep that balance. Because, whenever they're young like that and they have all those temptations.
Right.
Yeah. So, together they're willing to take risks where alone they might not.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
And eagerness to learn. that comes from that past life as well. And carrying on the ancient wisdom
Wow.
of what they've learned. So, and then also together they have a sense of wonder about life. So really they would make a really good couple. Not to mention that they're both Capricorns.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Capricorns, and then very intuitive. Yeah.
Well, that's amazing.
Yep.
And it's
Now I don't know if two Capricorns go together, but they do.
It's really cool too
I'm not
because
that great at
they
astrology.
studied Socrates in that past life, and
Well, more so V did.
got you.
Jennie was already killed.
I see. But that's the amazing thing about what you're saying is bringing that some memory and that knowledge.
Yeah, and
from
I
those
don't
other
know if she
lifetimes
has
forward.
birthmarks or not. I didn't see any pictures that showed it, but they're really picking up on BTS people that have, because I think they must have some kind of blueprint on what birthmarks mean.
I see.
Yeah, and somebody's doing it for them or something, and something about if you have a birthmark on your nose, it's not good. And I don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I mean that's just one person's or one interpretation. That's the same as saying if you dream about death, you're going to die. That we don't. That's so superstitious.
Right.
There's so many symbolic meanings, and I love it. It's just that doesn't mean it's a negative thing, and that's what I love about the information that you're getting and this
look
philosophy.
Look at the world. They have the world to affect some way or somehow.
Yes.
And that's just amazing too. I mean, not that other performers don't, but we're asked about them.
Right. And so it's amazing because a lot of times different birthmarks one might be, because we've gotten that before, where people are concerned about these birthmarks and it looks like a negative thing to them, when really it's from a beautiful lesson in a positive way, or like love, to remember the love from a past life. So this is like that.
But they've had 4 past lives
Really?
together. Yeah. But this is the one that affects them the most
I see.
because of that camaraderie they had, and the love for each other, brother love. I'm not talking. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it wasn't, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because they really felt like, kindred souls.
Right. Wow. That's awesome.
And they're cute together.
I know,
Look at
aren't they cute? They make a great couple. Whether it's friends or what have you,
Yes,
right?
because we don't want him to get in trouble.
Right. You're right. That's very true. Okay.
Can you make it go up, or is it up already?
It is
Up already.
it's let's see. Show. I wonder why it was
I don't
up
know.
there. I don't know either. That's very strange. Okay, do we see anything here?
Oh, 10 p.m.
Oh. Well, hello to you too, Old School Raider.
And everyone
Nanny
else.
and-
Yeah.
Nanny.
Nana.
I was going to say
Roxanne,
Nana and
Valerie.
Valerie, and
Yeah.
it came out as Nanny. I was like, power couple name like J-Lo or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. All right. That's cute. All right. Yeah, thank you for joining us. And now we are going to talk about our next...
Oh, Roxanne was saying the last song they did on, I guess, Blackpink, it seemed like their strength is showing. Awesome.
Oh, that's cool. Now I want to go hear it.
I know, me too.
All right. Okay.
All right.
So next we were going to talk about, now this is really pretty cool. I wanted to share a dream that Vera had, and I just thought this is a great example of traveling to the other side, of past life recall. I want to hear everything that you think about this, Vera, because this is your experience.
Well, Nana said go ahead and call her Rose.
Okay, Rose, that is doable. All right. Please call me Rose. That's cute. Okay, I like that name.
I do too.
Okay, so Vera, do you want to share your dream that you had?
Well, it was really short.
Yeah.
I was with some people, but somehow I had a mirror that I could see, and I was a man. And I'm like inside, internally, I'm freaking out because I'm me. And I'm like, I don't know if anybody notices that I'm a man and I'm really supposed to be a woman. And then I started talking to you about it.
Right.
Yeah, because there was people around and I was just like trying not to freak out outwardly because I was freaking out inwardly. But then I told you about a past life I had as a man.
Right.
As a country doctor.
Yeah, and this is really fascinating.
To you?
Well, I find this very fascinating because it's a great example of carrying our gift from one life to the next
Like
and now,
BTS.
Yes,
And
exactly.
Blackpink.
Right. And in this dream, you were, like you said, you were a country doctor, and you would go from town to town. You had in a buggy with a horse.
Well, I didn't go to town. I went to like out in the country.
Out in the country,
Yeah.
right. So it was way out in the country. And now you would go from house to house, though. And it was a very poor or hard to reach community.
That's exactly how it looked.
Yeah. So it was a very poor or hard to reach community. And you were telling me you would get paid like in chickens.
Well, because they were so poor.
Of course. And then you'd get to the next house and they were starving. They didn't have anything to pay you, so you'd give them the chicken.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
And what was interesting is that you were the doctor, but what you were also getting was that these people, they were being affected by a portal of energy, of like negative energy, and it was affecting them.
A lot of them were going like mad.
It was a psychological situation that was happening with all these people in this particular area. Just talking about this reminds me of that Pavlov pass video that we did with that negative energy.
Is it called Pavlov?
Pavlov in Russia.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of that one around here.
Oh,
What's it called?
I'm not sure.
Something pass. The one Sylvia did.
Oh,
That there was all kinds of accidents all the time.
Oh,
Going to Bakersfield.
oh, okay.
Okay, I forgot what it was.
Well, anyway, so and you were trying to figure it out.
Nana. Oh, sorry, Rose. I might have been with you.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, baby buggies though, and prams. Oh,
Oh,
because you were a nanny, Nana.
Really?
Yeah.
She was a nanny. Well, isn't that interesting?
Oh well, look at Roxanne.
Oh, yeah.
She dreamt of Jason Momoa. That was a wish dream.
So anyway, back to your past life. So you were trying to figure out, but I find this interesting because you knew it was not something in the water. It wasn't something in their genes. It was something in the energy. You knew it was something otherworldly or paranormal that was happening in the area, and you were trying to figure out how to close it. So I find that interesting because it's like here you have all these different lives and you learn, and then you bring it to your next life and you know about this portal and that
But we all do that. We all do that.
Yes.
With
Oh,
what we've experienced before.
But this is a great example of it,
Yeah.
right? And so I was like wondering if you had a chance to close it, the portal.
I don't know. I think I was murdered.
That's what you
Yeah.
said. You were murdered by a husband that was unhappy, very angry that you were helping his wife get so much better.
Because he wanted her gone.
I see. So she was thriving. Now, heaven forbid you should help empower somebody.
I know, damn it.
But it's a great example of, in your dreams, here you are, you've seen something that reminds you of this past life for reasons. You could talk about it.
Yeah.
And carrying your cell memory and your gifts. It's just a really cool example.
I don't think so.
What's that?
Rose wanted to know if I was one of those, how do you say it? Mennonites?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, thanks.
And
But no.
yeah, and I thought it was interesting too because
Thanks, old school raider.
oh, thank you. Oh, I like his little.
I know. Keep it up.
He looks like he's running.
He's weightlifting.
Oh, he's weightlifting.
Like what he does.
Oh, that's cute. He's weightlifting. Well,
Oh,
that's cute.
that spiritual one that turned out to be bogus or something? Yeah. No, I don't believe so.
I like that. That is just so cute.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, and then one of the other things I just wanted to mention is that Angus was saying that your gift is healing, and I thought that's a really cool example of how you heal. It doesn't mean you're going to go be a doctor or a
Or
nurse.
hands-on healing.
Right.
You can heal
exactly.
all kinds of ways.
But I find that fascinating because from how much I know you and your past lives, it's like the mental is what you're healing. Even though in that life you were officially a doctor, it's like you were involved in helping heal people's minds.
Yeah, exactly.
And so much of what we go through, where does it start? It starts in the mind.
Emotion.
Right. And so once we fix that, we can help, fix our body, fix our
Exactly.
life, fix our relationships. Yeah, and get out of those, bad relationships like that woman you were helping in that past life. All right.
At least he got maybe sent to prison and she was free of him.
Okay. So one more thing that we wanted to talk about, which I thought was really interesting, another vision that you had to do with Asna, actually, Mother God.
We're going to have to tell our audience to turn their cell phones on silent.
Yeah. Studio audience.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Vera, do you want to explain the vision that you had this week?
Well, yes. I've been having really bad headaches. And for some reason, I was laying down because of the headache. And when I closed my eyes, I just started seeing things. Just people were coming at me. The first one was Asna. And Chrissy asked me what she looked like to me. And she had black, of course, Hispanic, black hair, darker skin, but, So what do you want me to say besides that?
Well, I thought it was beautiful how you saw her in a purple dress.
Oh, yeah, because I like purple.
And a shimmery mantle.
Yes.
Which was like gossamer. Like you could see through it.
You could see through it, but it was
so beautiful.
It was I can't even explain it because it's so beautiful. It was sparkly, but it was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I just love it. And very tall. Mm-hmm. Very, very tall.
But whenever I was in trance at one time, and how was it? You told me, or I saw it
in a big auditorium. When it was during
she
the session.
came once. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you saw her like kind of how I drew her in the art. So Tak's going to show us the Asna image, and I'm currently working on.
Yes, Stephanie.
What?
Very badly.
There she is. So in this drawing or painting, her mantle is more looking like a cape. But I want to do something where it's more shimmery, where you can really see the aliveness of her beautiful mantle. And one of the things I'm working on right now is making her in the different visages, the different ethnic backgrounds. Because obviously Mother God, she's going to appear to us in whatever visual that we choose
Resonate
or want
to.
see, or resonate to, exactly. And sometimes it's different ways. I've seen her before myself as more of the Blessed Mother,
Like Sammy.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, and that's what I was going to mention, because you said that she had saw her like the Blessed Mother and kind of Hispanic looking, I believe you said.
Well, I don't know if she was Hispanic looking, but that's
The darker hair.
yeah.
But the first time like I ever envisioned her was more of the fair features.
Yeah.
And
Well, because
right, because that's what
you
we
see.
were. Yeah, but it's just so cool. I can't wait to do the
I know
others,
that's going to be
too.
so exciting.
Yeah. And so I just think it's
Well, that's probably why Chrissy did it like that. Stephanie said Asna reminds her of a Celtic heritage type person.
very cool. And that's, all of the goddess series that we have is supposed to represent Mother God in the different cultures that she's been perceived by that culture.
Yeah.
Like Amaterasu is the Japanese visage of Asna, and she's one of the paintings that I did. And there's many more, that we have there, but there's many more that I want to do. I'm very excited. I want to do the Blessed Mother visual of Asna too. But it was just a really, exciting example to share your vision that you had of Mother God, because we can see her, whether it's a dream or
anything.
And it's just so cool how you saw her in the trance, and there she was, and she was really big,
In that auditorium,
with all her angels around her.
That was cool.
Yeah. And one of the things too that I really love about it too is when you were explaining seeing her in that space, she was enjoying her angels that were around her. And that's just amazing, because here she is, omnipotent, she's Mother God, but she enjoys, she loves, and I just find that to be really cool.
I do too.
So, yeah, just wanted to share. Okay, Vera, was there anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us for Past Lives and Mother God and Dreams. Very cool. And we won't be live tomorrow, but we'll be back next week. And yeah.
Are we?
Because, yes, I believe so.
Oh, that's
Next
right,
week
because
is
I do Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
this
our
one's a
Halloween-
Saturday.
Our Halloween special next week.
Yes.
All right, and we love you all. And Vera?
Journey with us.
All right.